All right, day two. Just went in and picked up some new fuel line there. 5/16 supply and quarter-inch return. I had some, but just not enough to do the whole job. Gonna get these shocks and stuff on today. I gotta be careful. The paint, 12 hours and it didn't dry out here in the cold. I know painting this time of year is silly, but it's got to be done. So I just got to be careful. Give it a little bit more time. I got the heat cranked as high as it'll go. Okay, got the back shocks on. I got to tighten up the bolts yet, but they're Trailmaster cellular gas shocks, which came with the lift. It's one of them package ones. They seem all right. I would like to see a boot on the top here. Helps to keep them from rusting, but they didn't come with them, so who gives a damn? The front and back are the same. There's no real difference other than the way you attach them. For the backs, they came with the shock bolt here that goes into the frame, which is handy because my old ones were junk. I thought I was going to have to make them. The bottom goes on your regular shock mount if you're running stock. Comes with 3 bags of assorted parts, different size diameter collars and links to go in the where the bolts are. You don't need them for the back. At least I didn't need them for the back. Everything fit perfect. The fronts are where you got to kind of mess around with that. I did get shorted one nut right here, one of the lock nuts for the top, but because my front and back use different bolts, I just took the bolt out of one of the other ones. So all good. The bolt up, no problem. No modifications needed. And you even get a fancy little Trailmaster sticker to jam on them. Okay, I'm tired of tripping over this motor. It's taking up too much space in my shop, so I'm putting the damn thing in the, gonna set it on the motor mounts there. Transmission and transfer case, I'll put them in after I get the motor on. Because I still have to make that transmission mount, but I'm just sick of having to walk around this. I don't have that much room in here. Now, always a good idea to take the weight off on the engine stand before you go on bolting it from the stand. Make sure it's lifted up. The last thing you want to do is drop your motor, your freshly rebuilt motor, on the ground because you're a half wet. These little 6s, they ain't very heavy. In my youth, me and a buddy pulled them out with a rope and our backs. We didn't lift it with a cherry picker because we didn't have one. And we had to get a motor changed. If I do that now, I'd probably spit out half my vertebrae. When in doubt, smash it. Oh, I got a feeling this is symmetric. Okay, that was painless. Had to smack the one mount a bit to get things lined up. You can see the engine's in there just fine on the motor mounts alone. As long as your motor mounts are good, these are brand new. I wouldn't be rocking and rolling it here, but it ain't going anywhere on its own. Okay, I went ahead and put the alternator and the power steering pumps on the front of the engine there. Nothing fancy. Next thing I picked up there, I got a Weber 32/36, which is the size of the throttle plates. Brand new carburetor to replace the stock carb, or in my case, the aftermarket one that my father had put on there. This is, like I said, this one's a 32/36, which is a 2-stage carburetor setup instead of a 1-stage. Like they sell a dual 38s, I think it is, which is great if you want performance all the time. But if you're driving a lot and you want some economy, you go with this one. So essentially how it works, I got the cable in my hand. When you're just driving around, it runs on one barrel, so the smaller 32. And when you get to about half throttle, you'll see the second one opens up. Okay, so the primary one most of the time, when you need that extra bit of power, you go half throttle and you're off to the races. All right, pretty sweet setup. Install was fairly simple. It's comes with a universal setup, so you can install it on different engines. Basically 2 plates, some studs, bunch of gaskets. I put on some RTV silicone to help seal it, and lots of adjustment. You have to use your stock setup, and to me, I don't quite get why they do this. I mean, look at all this linkage. It's kind of bizarre to me why they just don't take the cable, maybe put a bracket here and use the cable direct to the throttle. You get rid of a lot of potential binding and wear and everything else, but maybe I'll look at doing something later on, but for now I just want to get it on and working. That just seems like an awful lot of excess to me. Other than that, I got the clutch put in, bell housing, got that all lined up, and then I threw the transmission in there yesterday. Then I painted it because, well, it was 3 different colors, as you probably remember. It's all a little flat black. Not like anybody's ever going to see it. It's under the body, but I know it's there. That's what's important. That's basically all I got done. Oh, I threw on some nifty Jag stickers since I had them laying around.